Okay. Donnie just joined, and I was actually a little late getting the title cards up, but welcome, guys, and Merry Christmas. Here's the weekly Sunday stream. Donnie appears to be building a keyboard while I am still working on the shuttle.
Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. Yesterday, I was like, "Yay! I'm to decals only, and all I got to do is decals." And then I looked at my shuttle, and it was white. Oh no, that door just popped off. That was weird. That door popped off, and when it, oh, it's not the door. It's the silver part inside. Has
The solar panel.
yes, actually, I was I was a kid when they invented the shuttle. It's the solar panel and the coolant for the shuttle.
Right.
So let me throw some glue on there and hey GB, welcome. Let me throw some glue on here and get it back in there.
Yeah, I got to get the chat open so I can see it too.
It would be nice. Hopefully everybody had a really good Christmas.
I did. Did you?
Oh yeah. My wife and I tend to buy whatever we want or and we buy each other stuff as we're going.
Right.
I now have and the box said rose red. But dude, I was alive in the 70s and I was cognizant in the 70s. That sucker is hot pink and I love it.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it would be good if I said what it is, not just the color.
Yeah, it would help.
It's a cricket.
A
And
cricket.
yeah, the mask cutting thing or vinyl cutting machine.
Oh, okay, got you.
I know people call it cry cut. I call it cricket. We had one once before, and we returned it because my wife didn't think we would use it enough, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Just eventually, I will buy one. I don't care. Well, they had one on sale and the machine actually we bought basically at full price. Hey, Jalen, we bought it basically at full price because it was on sale, but the sale was for the materials. So we got a machine with 100 and something, actually 200 and something based on their list price worth of vinyls that I can play with.
Nice.
The really nice thing, and then, I don't remember if it was, I think it was in the chat on Discord that Kenny said that Cricket now charges $10 a month for people who are just now getting into it for access to their site,
Right.
which you don't have
I
to
think
really.
that's for like upgrades to the software and all that.
Yeah, and well, plus access to their patterns and everything.
Right, but I mean, technically speaking, paying to get access to the patterns that they make
Yeah,
doesn't bother me as much as the fact that you have to pay if you want to get upgrades to the software that you already paid for.
yeah. Well, see, here's the funny thing. Everybody who already had one was got up in arms and all that, and so everybody who already had an account was grandfathered into free. And so we had a cricket a couple of years ago, and I went out there and checked, and the account is still there, so I'm grandfathered into free.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. My wife was like, "What are we? So what are we going to use this for?" Because she's actually bought some things that people have done on cricket, and she's like, she really likes it. And so I know I'm going to end up eventually doing Mickey stickers, but
There you go.
but
You gotta make some goofy stickers for Eric.
exactly. But no, like registry decals and things, or like the pinstriping. When your decals go bad, a vinyl decal, while it's gonna be not completely canon, not flat and everything else, and this sticker, I don't care. Nice, Jalen.
I
Is
like.
that the one 350?
Yes, it is.
That is cool.
Yeah, my cricket's coming in
Cool.
today.
Cool. Did you get the one from Michaels? Or not
Yes.
Michaels? Was it
No,
Michaels?
Joanne.
Joanne, yeah. Oh, so you got the one that I posted the other day.
Yeah, that was too good. Too good to pass up.
Yeah, we got the exact same one.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's in the light I'm in right now, which is not natural lighting. It's not fully hot pink. It's a very dark pink, almost purple. But in
Right.
full daylight the other day when I first took it out of the box, it was like, that thing is pink. That thing is hot pink. I love it.
Nice.
And obviously you can tell I am not afraid of colors.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, yesterday I figured out I haven't painted anything on my shuttle. The only thing I painted on my shuttle was back here.
Well, why haven't you painted? Come on, Buck.
I'm working on it. And by the way, Jalen, you did not curse my shuttle, my decals. The decal that goes around the nozzles here, that's the one
Yeah.
that exploded.
Okay.
You know, I'm sure that these on the wings and everything are going to be just fine. And I was looking at it and I realized that, yes, there are more decals, better decals on the Warbird decal set.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost for the most part, they're almost identical to the kit supplied parts.
Uh,
The Warbird decals?
Yeah, they're really close to the kit
You
supplied.
must have a lot better decals with your kit than I had with mine then.
Well, I got the basic Warbird. I didn't get the ones that are, wallpaper the shuttle. Because
Oh, you didn't get the. Oh,
So those are the ones I got.
never mind.
These are the ones that came with the shuttle. And these are the Warbird.
See, I got the ones that came with the heat tiles that go under the belly of the shuttle and all that because, I mean, I didn't see any point in buying the ones that are basically what I already had.
Well, you're smarter than I am.
I wanted the heat tiles and all that.
You mean you wanted the ones that would go on here, which I had to paint last night?
Any no steps or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, those, yeah, the tiles.
And then the other thing is, though, this is all going to be under the between the shuttle and the one assembly that I really do have finished. I believe that this thing came out gorgeous.
It does look good.
Yeah. I like the tonation on the main tank.
Yeah, that and that is not canon. That's just, I said this is the colors I'm using and I'm happy with it. And I
Yeah,
do.
that's what matters.
Yep. And I do have to say I have some work to do here probably because these didn't go together nicely. It took a little bit of a struggle, and I'm sure that I'm going to end up probably cutting off locator pins, the few that are on the model for the shuttle, and just gluing it on and hoping.
Hopefully, if I did this on camera.
And I love the fact that this thing has such good balance on it. It's just perfect. I have to look because I'm looking on Discord. I'm just curious. Ah, okay. So let me go into Discord. I'm just looking at the fact that my video is reversed. I'm doing an Eric right now. And actually, I don't think in Discord that I can reverse it.
Can you? I don't know. Does your camera have a flip setting?
Well, so that's the thing, is it's going straight through. The video is going straight into Discord from the camera. So getting into the camera is not going to do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
It is what it is. Because, like, just to check, you're working with that harness with your left hand, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my left hand.
Yeah, because see right here, this is my right hand.
Huh. I see. All right, damn peculiar.
just for fun. Actually, I'm not going to mess with anything. GB, just to verify, you can hear everybody, right? Because I set it up this morning when I did, and hopefully everything's right. GB is very quiet. Maybe he can't hear anything.
Okay, good.
Maybe he's just like, "Hey guys, I'm here." No, I'm really not here.
No, you can hear.
Yeah, I see that on the chat. That's good because that's the thing. That means we went straight from a late start to everything works. By the way, anybody who's been following along and on my shuttle build and knows that I had that one broken pin on the crawler, the crawler is perfect. Glued the
Nice.
I tried to use regular plastic glue. What was it? Tamiya ultra thin.
Extra thin.
Yeah, to fix that, and it said no, that's not going to work. So I just super glued it on, and it worked like a champ.
Nice.
Nice.
If I'm not mistaken,
I wonder why the extra thin wouldn't work.
It stuck until I touched it, and I said no, I'm not, because it was a really thin part. I'm trying to remember, was it you or was it Donnie, Mark? I think it was you. You cost me money, and now I have scalpels.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I do have to say.
You mean like this?
Yeah, exactly. I do have to say
I love them.
Yeah, they're working really good. I just need to do some work on the handle right here where the blade goes in, because one of them pops down perfect. The other one, this one is raised. I want to see. Let me see if I can show you guys that gap.
Oh, it doesn't slide all the way in.
Yeah, and it's what it is there's some burrs here on the handle. Took some of them off. I need to get the rest of them off.
The only time I use the X-Acto knife anymore is if I have like some serious carving to do, because the blade on the X-Acto knife is a little thicker.
Yeah.
It doesn't flex. But I guess that's why the scalpel is so much sharper, because it's a thinner blade.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, I've caught myself when I set it down, sometimes it'll hit point first and just stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
X-Acto will just snap off.
Right.
I like using the bigger number 2.
Number 2 blade? Oh, yeah.
Or no. Or big lag.
Yeah,
that would be good if you had some like serious cutting to do.
Yeah, well, I just use these as my regular go-to. I only go to the thinner one for the smaller one for decals and stuff like that, masks. Yeah. But of course, this one right now has got a curved blade on it, which I use for cutting the photo etch.
I've
never thought of trying one of the curved blades for photo etch.
Yeah, well, you can kind of get it lifts the surface area away, so it just gets at that one part.
Right.
I'm wondering how the scalpels will do on photo etch.
Well, I have some of those blades for the scalpel.
Really?
Let me see here. Yeah, when I bought mine, it came with number 10 and number 11. And the number 10 blades are like that.
I wonder what they use them for. Or if it's just might not be medical.
I think the curved blade is what they use more often for the medical.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. And well, Donnie, that's the thing is, mine Came with 100 blades, just 100 blades. But as I was looking around, I'm like, for $10 I get 100 blades and a handle. And everywhere
Right.
else, a lot of the blades are like 50 blades for $10. And I'm like, okay, I guess I need 2 of these.
Well, that's what mine was. 100 blades and the handle for $10.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it.
No. Oh, that's not good. No, the X-Acto blades I've been working with since 2013, roughly. I got 100 blades for like $15.
Yeah, I got some of those too. They come in these little packs of 10 packs of 10.
Oh no, mine came as one single pack.
Oh, mine came in these little plastic. I think they were like 18 or $20, but still, that's not bad.
Damn it, that's not playing nice. Well, here, let me show you. Because, like I said, it came in this package. They used to be nice and lined up.
Now they're not.
Yeah, I think I've got about 30 or 40 left. Of course, I use mine until it's like cutting with a butter knife.
Hey man, you bought them to use, and that's what you're doing. So
yeah,
that's right.
My wife gave me a caddy that she used to have kitchen utensils in, so I now have. Here, let me pull this tape first. Oh, I have an awesome caddy of tools. It is mostly sanding sticks, but there's a lot of tools shoved in there too.
I have sanding sticks, but not that many.
I just keep buying them. Hey Dan, welcome. Hope your Christmas was good. Same to you, GB. I hope you had a good Christmas.
That's my sanding stick collection.
I have one like that. And actually, back, I used to buy a lot of supplies just because I might use them eventually. I think it was back in 2013. I bought like. I've looked at that thing of.
Yeah, I've got some of those. Like
a lifetime supply of the higher grit. I mean the stronger grit.
Yeah. Well, I bought these. It was 5 packs of 20 or something like that, and so I've still got a ton of them. It's one of these things I get into the mood to buy supplies, and I just buy. I don't buy.
Always go to the drugstore first before the hobby store. So much cheaper.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny you say that because one of the things you can get at the drugstore, but you have to have a prescription for, is needles. And my wife, since she has arthritis and she's had some a multitude of different prescriptions. Well, so her old needles, I threw the needle away. But the syringe I kept.
The syringe could come in handy.
Yeah, the syringes are great for gluing.
Yeah, I see. Night Shift uses the needles for drilling out barrels and whatnot.
Huh. Might have
holes.
Have to try that sometime.
Kind of gets the smaller holes started better, clears them out. But I know you can find them on the internet too, without a prescription.
Yeah, but that's a good way to get them to look at you. Hey, Kenny, welcome.
Hello, Kenny. I decided to join for once.
Yep. I think the instructions are still in on the community on how anybody can join.
Oh, hey, Shoe.
Shoo!
Who's joining in?
He said he wasn't.
Hey. Yeah, well. So, Buck,
Yes, sir.
mine finally broke.
Oh man.
Ah,
I can fix that. But
Yeah,
I was really trying to be real careful so it didn't break, and I was pulling out. Somebody went, "Oh, look, this doesn't look right."
Yeah,
Buck's broke as soon as he took it out of the package almost. So
Eric looked at it and it broke.
Well, we figured that's how that works.
Yeah.
yeah. Who cares? Get on, Kenny.
Yeah. Because that's the thing too, is Kenny, if you get on the chat and you just talk, if you don't pop up video if you want, but if you decide just to chat, we figured out the other day that we can hide the window so that it doesn't take up screen space on YouTube. More windows, Monarch.
Always more windows.
it's the Enterprise.
Solar is so tiny, you almost couldn't find it.
Somebody else I know was working on the Enterprise, but he decided to quit.
Yeah.
I see every once in a while on the Enterprise Facebook page. A lot of people do that.
A lot of people are selling theirs.
Yeah, but I wasn't watching them build theirs, so it doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah, I've seen it. They're selling their parts.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing is, I like it, but it's not my favorite. And the ones that are coming out, I'm going to get those while they're available and not miss out on some that I really, really want.
Well, the thing is, I love the model and the size of the model, but it's over engineered and it could have been so much better.
It should have been so much better. That's why I'm working on other ones.
And I think the main problem it has is they were just trying to make it as many individual pieces as they possibly could so they could sell it for a higher price.
Yeah. Well, and I've seen some people in the UK have started the UK and France, I think, have started the Titanic.
Right?
And I saw one where somebody laid down the deck and it was all rippled and everything. And I'm sitting there looking at it and I'm like, is the part screwed up or did they screw it up? And
I don't know. It's like the Bismarck that Walter Wayne is building.
Yeah.
Have you seen how many individual pieces the hull is in?
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, it is, but it isn't. The thing about the Bismarck, yes, it's ridiculous that it's so many pieces, but it's metal, so it's holding itself together really well after you.
Well, that's true. But the way they did the panel lines on it, and then the creases between the individual parts, you can tell exactly where the parts go together.
Yeah. Well,
they should have made the panel lines that they molded into it the same size as what the creases where the parts meet are.
Yeah. Well,
that would kind of camouflage the fact that you've got 10 parts going down the side of that hull.
To be honest, the hull is not my issue with the Bismarck. My issue with the Bismarck is, and Kalen's trying to fix it on his, and I think his is a commission build anyway, is the deck. No matter what you do, that deck looks like it's plastic.
Right. Unless you paint it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think Kalen is doing a fantastic job, but there's a lot of deck on that thing.
I don't think they actually painted it, did they? Just molded it in color.
Yeah, it's just molded in color.
Yeah. So plastic,
Yeah.
So those guys working on the Titanic, do we figure out if it needs to be painted or not?
No. Or you mean which Titanic? There's like 4 of them coming out right now.
The Eagle, is it the Eagle Moss one?
The Eagle Moss is wood and plastic, and I believe the decks are going to be wood, so they don't have to be painted, but the hull, I think, is. Anything, anywhere where you want it to actually look right is going to have to be painted, I think.
Yeah, it says on the Eagle Moss site for the Titanic that it will have to be painted and that paints are not included. It's like, why am I paying $1,300 for it then?
GB,
no kidding.
GB has a
At
really
least they can do is
good
throw
comment.
the paints in it.
Right.
GB has a really good comment about the Bismarck. He said that he would put the hull together because it looks like that. Actually, I think the deck just sits in. He put the hull together, filled it, sanded it, and then painted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Until you think about the fact that that's a $1,300 model. Actually, I think it's a $1,600.
That's
Like,
even
so
more.
for that much, they should include the freaking paint.
At the very least.
And Kenny's like, stick with styrene. But Kenny, they don't make the Ghostbusters car that big in styrene.
Well, that's an exception.
Yes. Let's see. What does the instruction say? Because I'm going completely off canon on this the shuttle. I'm making it the colors I want it.
So it's going to be pink. Or is it going to be goofy colors?
Could be. It could be pink.
Well, then we know we can send that to Pluto.
GB said that it looks like a patchwork quilt, and Kenny said that he loves pink.
We know that.
Yeah.
He does have a pink cutting mat.
He's a man's man, so.
I am thinking about getting a pink cutting mat. This one is this one's due to be retired because it has been really beat up.
It looks fine.
Yeah. Well, the only problem with a new cutting mat is you use it.
Okay.
And then it gets destroyed.
Is that the point?
Yeah, it is. GB said that the hull parts do not honor a fit. None of the hull parts are a perfect match on the Bismarck, I think.
So they're metal, but they still don't fit right.
Right.
See, I mean, I understand they're trying to make the build last longer, so you feel better about spending $1,600 on a model. But still, at the very least, they could make things like the whole of the Bismarck in 2 halves or something, so it would look like a $1,600 model when you're done.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't know for sure, but I'm willing to bet that we pay $1,600 and they make about $1,300 in profit.
Probably.
I mean, it's just like the new Blackbird, the SR-71.
I want that model.
I love
That's
that
nice.
kit, but most places it's $120.
Yeah.
I saw it online somewhere for like 59 or 69.
But if you hold off for a bit, it'll come down.
Oh yeah. Which is why.
Are you talking about the Revell one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere. Can't remember where now, for like $59 or $69. I think it was 69.
Well, just pay attention because I have seen that the 172nd ones that are still out there.
All right.
They've gone up in price.
Oh, really?
That's even more egregious, GB. The hull colors are different. I mean, the body colors.
But the whole point of these little models like this are supposed to be kind of, if you don't have a lot of experience, you just want to build something.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think they're more for
turning out to be
collectors.
not so much that way.
You end up with people like us that just want a really big model.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to just build it, you could build this without a lot of, high skill level stuff, but because you're not painting it. But if you got to paint something, well, that kind of blows that out of the water.
I think this will work. A little bit of gunmetal. What's funny is where I painted last night, didn't bother to tape. I'm going to freehand that, but I'm anywhere where it's up on the top where I'm going against on the white. Yeah, I taped it off.
Fitting in.
Hopefully it'll work.
Close enough.
Oh, and let's see. Can you see it? You can't really see it. I had to scrape some paint because I had a paint bleed when I masked it, and it was actually hilly and lumpy, and I'm like, God, no.
What you airbrushing that, Buck?
No. I'm having a good time.
No is not an answer to why.
I did. You said why? Because the only part that came through was airbrushing that. I didn't hear why.
I said, why aren't you airbrushing that?
Because I don't wanna. Gotta be careful right there because the paint might bleed.
What the hell?
I always love the smell of the heat gun.
Heat gun or the plastic melting?
Yes.
Haven't done that yet.
I love the smell of styrene in the morning.
Especially that of a new kit opened up.
Yep.
Okay, why are these not fitting?
Because it was designed by Eagle Moss.
Oh. All of a sudden, these lifeboats aren't fitting in the right. They're not fitting in right.
I had the same problem a little bit. Check and see if your nub is in the way from when you cut it off the sprue.
No, I file those down flat.
You filed your nub off?
If I need to, I will do anything.
The bottom of the shuttle is charcoal gray, I think it is. It's a rattle can. GB just asked what color I painted the bottom of the shuttle. Yeah,
Shouldn't it be black?
Are you gonna paint it all? You're just gonna paint it flat black, or are you gonna put in all the tiles?
Oh no, not doing all the tiles. I actually looked at it. Yes, I looked at it, and the bottom is not supposed to be black according to the kit instructions.
Well, that depends on whether you're building a new shuttle or one that's been used.
Get off the computer, Cat.
I'm building one that I built.
You're building the Buck shuttle.
Exactly. I'm building for me. So the bottom says it's supposed to be color Q, and color Q is dust gray matte.
Well, see, you use charcoal gray. You're just all wrong.
I am absolutely all wrong, and I am good with that.
Leave it to an Army guy or Air Force guy to ignore manuals.
What manual? These are
exactly.
These are suggestions, not instructions.
I'm always too impatient. I was using up a bottle of primer and it got too gunky on here instead of taking some detail away, so I have to be careful when I get the main colors on.
Yeah, and be aware.
Not being patient in model building is kind of like, doesn't always go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be aware.
Patience? What's that?
But we all do it.
I've recently had several, 2 or 3 cans of paint that I've been using fairly regularly suddenly go from one day to the next go over, and it was just ugly. Yeah, when you're rattle can, well, had one that just said I'm done. It just didn't spray anymore. And then another one that just started spitting everywhere. That sucks. That's also
problem.
I kind of gave up on the rattle cans.
Yeah, I don't use them inside anyways, especially during winter. But I noticed this one I thought was pretty good, except for when you get down about a quarter of a can, once the lag catches up. Is this?
Yeah,
I've
had the same problem with that.
Yeah, it'll cover your model in a haze of like the talcum powder or whatever they use.
Yeah, it's hard to get it mixed good.
It's either that or the other one that I've had that's burned off decals.
Yeah.
And then I'm not sure about the tile decals for the bottom either, especially after the one, and it was my own fault rushing on a area with a lot of detail on the back here by the engine bells. But I'm not really impressed with the way the decals, the Warbird decals are yet. I honestly, if she was still making them, I would probably have bought some from Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah, her decals look good too.
And I hate the bastards who, for want of a better word, fucked with her enough to where she just quit.
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of those kind of people on the internet. So
yeah.
Thought I grabbed those. Nope. Okay. Touch of return.
I do believe I have a large white dog behind me. Nope. It's French Bulldog.
French yours, or did it just show up?
He's one of ours. We actually have 5 dogs in the house right now. Came in behind me, looked at me. Actually, is he still there? Oh, he's still there. He's like, Dad, I'm here. I went outside. Can I get a treat? So, Donnie.
Yes.
I realized something just the past couple of days. Are you still playing D&D on Saturday?
Yes.
Okay, because you haven't mentioned it at all in like months.
Yeah, we still play every Saturday night.
I'm guessing you haven't mentioned it because nobody's done a live stream on late evening Saturday.
Right.
Actually, Kenny does occasionally now.
Occasionally. When he can get his internet to work.
Yeah.
And his laptop. Believe me, I know the pain of having a laptop that doesn't want to stream. Been there, done that.
Well, I'm just really glad that when I started streaming, my wife, when she realized it was not just a, I'm going to do it a couple of weeks and flash in the pan type thing, she is pretty good. She does better finding computers than I do now. I used to be good at it. Now I don't have to worry about it because I've got my son and her that get together and they look at a machine and they're like, is this the one? And then it shows up suddenly one day.
Nice.
That's a good deal.
Yep.
Right?
So this computer I have now is, she literally bought it and I use it only for the internet. She literally bought it for streaming.
Well, I use mine for doing videos and playing games every now and then. That's it.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is I've got the one upstairs for playing games.
Yeah, I don't play games on my computer. I just use my PS4.
Did realize though the other day, and I thought it was the coolest thing when I found out. If I feel
What's that?
if I feel froggy and I decide to play, like right now I'm going back and playing the not Diablo, Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition.
Mm-hmm.
If I decide I want to play it down here, since it's on Steam, I can load the game that I was on upstairs from here.
The cloud save?
Yep.
Yeah.
I bought the I haven't played it much because I bought the Android version. I mean, it works on my Chromebook, but it doesn't work on the PC.
Back when I had a iPod, I bought it for the iPod. Or not iPod, but iPad.
I was going to say, you were playing Baldur's Gate 3 on your MP3 player?
Exactly. I am that good.
Wow.
And actually, I'm not playing Baldur's Gate 3. I am playing the original Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
The one that my
I've
son
only played a few minutes of the first one, but I really liked the second one when I had it on PlayStation 2.
I liked all of them.
Yeah. Well, and it's, my son and I, who it's now, 20 something years since it first came out. We both got a kick out of when you're coming up on bandits and you click on one to attack it, and a lot of times it'll say kicked him in the head until he was dead. Well, and then there's another one that it'll say, which is stop picking your nose. And we just, and we still do. We just rolled when we clicked on him twice in a row to where he says, I kicked him in the head till he stopped picking his nose.
Yeah, I don't feel too great. Merry Christmas, Graham. Don't feel too bad. I was alone for Christmas myself. Well, I had my cat, so I wasn't alone. Almost better than I don't have to worry about buying stuff for people.
Right?
They can buy them for me.
That's
I get
cool.
what I want.
That's cool, GB. GB said that he got some of the decals from Dana, and they were awesome.
They look awesome.
We gotta see if she still has some left over.
She doesn't.
Oh.
So catching up on chat, Kenny said next Christmas he gets a new laptop. And that's unless Kenny Jr. and Kelly don't surprise him earlier. Hope you all had a good. Graham said, "Hope you all had a good Christmas." Wasn't too good as I am on my own. Oh, I'm on my own. Was in bed by 7:30 UK time, but okay today. Graham, I know what it's like, man. holidays can be depressing, but don't let it get you down, man. Because, you got people out there like us.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly laughed about the laptop. So guess what? There's plans, I'm sure.
Yeah.
No, she laughed because she ain't buying him one. Like the hell with that. I got things I need.
True.
He can just keep wishing.
Keyword. It was just me and my P.
Dream on, pal.
Oh man, Graham, sorry, man. Really sorry, but dude, he said that a friend of his was found hanging.
Ooh.
Oh, that's terrible.
Ah.
Yeah,
Graham.
and that's the thing is it's kind of funny because people tend to adopt people at this time of the year. And back before I became a first sergeant while I was in the Air Force, I used to have at least 2 or 3 airmen that we would adopt for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to do that a lot around here, and then they stopped doing it.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, when I became a first sergeant, I couldn't do it because could have been construed as favoritism.
But
Right.
why don't you get some guys you're not running?
Yeah.
Different branch.
Wasn't really a different branch because most of my time in service was overseas.
Right. This is pretty cool. I just figured out how to brush Tamiya. I was watching a vid and I just added a touch of the Vallejo retarder and then some of the Tamiya thinner or the Mr. Hobby one. And it brushes like a dream. It doesn't keep removing itself.
Yeah, I use the Vallejo airbrush flow improver.
Mm-hmm.
And that works good to brush paint Tamiya.
Nice.
Because
Yeah,
it has the same effect. It slows the drying down enough
Mm-hmm.
that you can brush it on.
I think.
Yeah, I gotta use that with the mission models more because it can tend to like ball up, beat up.
The flow improver?
Without the flow improver.
Oh.
That's what ruined my bird of prey.
Oh, it beat it up on you?
Yeah. There, that's pretty good. I guarantee.
Graham, Kenny was not talking about, when he said laugh my ass off, he wasn't talking about your friend. Guaranteed. He was talking about something else we said. It just happened to pop up in the chat right after what you said. So don't.
Yeah, Kenny would never do.
Kenny is a great person. He would never do that. And GB, like I said to Graham, that's terrible. It's terrible that people think they need to do that. I think the nose of the shuttle looks good, except for it doesn't look quite right because that actual front end is supposed to be a slightly different color. But I think I like it.
I think there's like a circle right at the very tip of the nose that's a lighter color.
Yeah. It's supposed to be, let's see. Now watch, it's going to say gunmetal. No, it's supposed to be blue, grayish blue, and white combined. So duck egg blue.
Pretty much.
And that, if I decide to do that, is going to be freehand because I'm not going to fight with it. But I like the way it's looking. Except for this one spot here, that white spot there, where the tape wasn't down there. The paint just didn't adhere. And up here, I can see it. You guys probably can't. Probably can't. Where I had to scrape the paint off. All right, Graham. Have a great day. Have a better day. Take care of yourself, and don't be please do not be insulted by us. We do not mean any kind of disrespect whatsoever.
All right,
Very,
take care.
very nice,
Oh.
Jalen.
Thank you. I was nervous trying to attempt it, but
It turned out good.
it actually wasn't too hard to hog it out and put it on. It was a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna paint some clear red on the inside to give it like a little red tinge because it'll be easier to use a white LED in the bulb behind it so it doesn't overdo it.
So for clear, you're gonna use what are you gonna use?
Well, I'm gonna to tint it red. I'm gonna use the Tamiya clear red, but I'm gonna try the solar reds for the first time to make the windows.
Cool.
And it's just this tiny little thing cost me like $8.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever used solar
Wow.
res to make windows.
This is the solar res I got, and I think that was $8 or cheaper.
I got that size. It was like $12, I think it was.
Yeah.
But that's what I did here to make the lens over the little bulb that I put in.
Mm-hmm.
I used the solar res.
That stuff works great.
It does.
Ah!
Hmm.
Ripped off a screw. Bonehead.
I just hope I can, tape off the window so it doesn't bleed on the outside.
Yeah.
But we'll find out.
Dan, that was very awesome from your sister to come over because you didn't answer the phone and check on you. That's exactly what you have to do.
Hang on
Solar
just a
res
second,
is kinda
guys.
thick. We can't test that, can we? No, we can't test.
So Jalen,
Mm-hmm.
if you have some tape, if you don't have it, you got to use what you've got. But this tape works really good for keeping stuff going, or for like doing the windows. You put it across the outside.
The Tamiya tape's good for that? Okay.
This is actually
Well, the nice thing about that solar res is it's pretty thick, so it's not really like a
True.
thin
Yeah.
stuff.
Hi,
So it
guys.
won't run.
I'm going to have to run. I got to go pick up my son.
All right.
All righty. Don't hurt your
Later,
back.
guys.
Sure.
Take care, Donnie.
See you, Donnie.
I got a ton of Tamiya tape. I love that stuff.
Yeah, Tamiya tape, and actually, I've got some Tamiya tape. This is Tamiya tape. This is washi tape.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Kenny, it's basically rice tape.
Yeah.
And it comes in a box like this. And as you can see, I used the shit out of it.
I bought a box like that and I haven't used it yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's like I keep needing it, but then I bought the box and now I haven't needed it.
Yeah, this is like, I want to say it was $15.
Wow.
Yeah. It was one of these things.
I'll have to switch over.
Yeah, it's not quite as bendable as the Tamiya. It doesn't get as thin, but this is the Tamiya tape. I think the 3 rolls I got, I spent like $15 on.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I did find some of that that label making tape. I bought some for about $5 to $8 that I'll use for I think Kenny had posted that about prescribing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I actually have some in my cart at Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I had that when I was doing the A10, and I would have sworn a lot less and had to.
Yeah. Well, and then I use the standard. I will tell you this: the blue tape will leak more than this will. Than the washi tape. So I'll put the washi tape down first, and then I'll put the blue tape, for the rest of the model covering from the washi tape.
Right. I've had problems with blue tape at times from 3M. I've gotten residue on it even after pulling it right off.
Yeah, I haven't had residue problems, but I have had leak problems.
Mm. Yeah, no, I never used it as a line tape. All right, I'll turn my mic off so I can blow this thing.
Sorry. Couldn't help myself. Jalen is blowing the onion bulb.
Well, everybody's got their thing.
Yeah, clean that.
Who are we to judge?
I'm not judging. I'm just laughing. And Kenny said, laugh my ass off. You blow that, Jalen. I've reached the stage. I hate to say it, but we all get there, I think. I've reached the stage on the shuttle that I'm just ready for it to be done.
Yepper. And you got to figure out what you're starting next.
I have many things to start next, and I think the actual thing that I do next is going to be a USS Arizona.
Huh?
I tend, just like I did last year. As soon as I got the my Secret Santa last year, I started it. That one I had to is kind of rushed because it was a Star Wars one, and I got it in for the Star Wars group build last year.
I got too excited for the group builds this year. There's just one in almost every category that I want to do, but now I'm probably going to be moving in February or March, and then I got to finish this thing, which is a big project. So I got to reel it in.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking. It's like, oh, I got all these things I can do the group build. And I'm like, I build, if I'm lucky, maybe 2 or 3 things a year.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I'm actually kind of sad that I never managed to get into the high seas because I know Kenny put that one in there for me because I build ships.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like I want to join some of the group builds because I know some of them aren't going to have enough.
Yeah.
But I do have that Cuddy Sark, but that's kind of low on my list.
Yeah, I've got that one in the Constitution.
Yeah.
I was actually going to build for another group build, but I never got around to it.
The Constitution is a really good ship.
Yeah. But I'm thinking of definitely doing the Voltron for the TV movie build. I'm doing Dirk's Tom Daniel build, so that kind of pulls me away from one of the main ones. And then I got like the Battlestar Galactica. I'm either doing the new Galactica or the Raptor. And then I'll see what I want to do from there. I was thinking of joining the 50s group build doing the Hudson Hornet. I also got a NASCAR one build.
Yeah, I was kind of kicking around the Galactica, but I got so many other want to do. I might just hold off on that one. I'm sure they'll get around to it another time.
Well, I feel a little rushed because I got those decals from, I can't think of their name right now, the ones that do all the decals. A Creation. So I want to kind of get them done before those things tend to go bad because I got the ones that cover the entire ship.
Oh, yeah.
I did the NX-01 A Creation decals a few years back. I had a few that folded on me, but for the most part, I was really impressed with those decals. And I'm still kicking around whether I'm going to do my my C57D for the movie PB and movie. Cool group build. Agreed to have to go back to the Ford and finish that off already. Kenny's talking about the Ford. You do. Actually, you're doing pretty good on that thing too.
I hear you, Kenny, but I still want to do them all.
My big problem is right now I can't paint much because it's too cold outside to do it. So it kind of starts limiting what I'm going to do.
Depending on what it is, I can stand in the doorway and do a quick spritz.
And
So
so
my new place is going to be one of those places where your door is on the inside. So
Jalen, Kenny said, let's see, he puts up so many group builds just for choice. He knows that a few won't get many builds.
no, yeah, that's why I said I know that, but I still want to get them all done.
Yeah, I do too. You get behind, start rushing, to get caught up.
Yeah. A creation, like Kenny's saying, it has been off on times with color, but I think my set's pretty good to go, and I also have their E, but I'll take another look at him because I know HDA did some sets and he does some excellent decals.
Yeah, like I said, the A creation decals worked really good on my NX01, and I had 2 or 3 on one side that just didn't, they folded up on me and everything, and this was years ago. Actually, I probably today would have been able to pull it back out, but they still look really awesome on that ship.
Yeah. Of course, I won't be doing that for years.
Which one?
The E. Enterprise E.
Well, I tell you, my NX01, I have a second one because I have a set of aftermarket parts for it that are to build the secondary hull.
Oh, the NO1A that somebody did a while back ago.
Yeah, the one
that makes it look more like the Enterprise.
Yeah, the one that would have been in the 5th season.
Yeah.
I have the a 1350 resin kit for that.
Well,
I think Polar Lights, didn't they do an actual model of that one?
They did at 1/1000th scale. I'm looking forward to building one that's like this big. 3 foot, or not 3 foot, but 2.5 foot long, or building a second one.
Got to finish one. I started building the 350 scale, and then it's a shelf queen.
Yeah. And
I pretty much blame you guys because I'll start something, you guys will start building. I got to build that. Then they start building it, and somebody builds something else, and
no, what happens with me is it's not I got to build that; it's I got to buy that.
Yeah, that too. I do the same thing. It's like, oh, that's cool. I need that.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm actually looking at one that I did that to you. The Bell UH-1D Goodbye Huey.
Yeah.
I said, "Hey guys, look, this is for sale," and you were like, "I need that."
I need that. I bought 2 of them.
You bought 2 of them. I only bought 1. The cool thing about the shuttle is I think I will finish it by the end of the year. And
that's a week away.
Yeah. Well, think about it. This is the last of the paint I got to do, is this leading edge. The rest of it's all going to be decals. And it doesn't have to be, I'm going to do my best I can, but it doesn't have to be perfect, because when it's done and it's on the stack with the tank and the solid rocket boosters, and then put in front of the tower, you're not going to be too, especially when I turn on the tower at night when the lights are on, you're not going to be looking at the shuttle very much. It's going to be the whole model in itself, because overall, it is to me, I think it's an awesome model. I'm stalling right now. I'm trying to let this paint dry.
Oh.
I should actually go get my blow dryer and force dry it.
My balls. Looking for my babies.
While I'm waiting, I could glue on another engine bell. Or I could go into this engine bell where while I was painting the silver, I got some silver inside the engine bell. One that's on the kit now. White. Just set up text notifications, UPS, USPS. Oh, I was like reading what Kenny said. He's like, here. I'm like, somebody taking roll call? So on another subject, what does everybody think about doing the not it's not going to be 24 hours, it's going to be like 10 or 12 hours on just Discord next week.
You mean for New Year's?
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, and you know, it's one of these things of I'm gonna open mine up, my Discord up, and just let it run whether I'm here or not.
Can't find my damn babies. Or ball bearings, rather.
Oh, for weighting the nose?
Mixing.
Oh, for mixing.
No, yeah. I use a little lacquer on these windows just to make sure the paint stays on there better. Oh, jeez, cat. You know, I'm using lacquer as a kitty. My cat's intrigued by all these voices coming out here.
Who is that?
It's more like intrigued. Are they going to give me treats?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, GB. Just kind of like a hangout. It's not like I said. We're not planning on broadcasting, or at least I'm not gonna put it out on YouTube. It's just gonna be an open Discord for people to pop in and out.
No, this stream's good. It's making me get stuff done.
Yeah, and I mean, I honestly, you know, there are times I'm like, Sunday stream again, but I honestly appreciate it because it keeps me working on stuff.
Yeah.
Soft spot, there it is.
All right, let's give it a go. Oh, gotta love that smell. It's a stinky one.
What, your lacquer?
Yeah. The Model Master.
Ah, front door just closed. Jordan took his dog for a walk. Which is good because Samoyeds are not designed or not built to just hang out in the house all day. They want to go.
All right, that's enough. Don't smell it. Too old for that.
Yeah, I agree, Kenny. It is really cool being able to just hang out like that.
Mm.
Whoops, Mark just dropped off. I don't think he meant to.
No. All right. This tester's lacquer thinner, Model Master lacquer stuff smells different than the rattle cans. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, the rattle cans are, the
Yeah, they're
rattle
not
can.
lacquer.
Well, plus they're designed to just stick to everything, whereas model
Yeah.
paints are designed to stick to plastic, or
Right.
more importantly, or more often, they're designed to stick to primer on plastic.
Yep.
I'm slowly learning my lesson to primer everything.
Yes. Yeah, I came across a video of this war gamer. He was like, everyone coats everything in primer. It's a primer. You're not supposed to coat everything. Like, coming off to be this expert, it was like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Apparently, he doesn't know what primer is. Then
it's like
Right.
the Queen Mary 2 that Eric and I are going to be doing a group build on. I need to
Mm-hmm.
buy. Well, I bought some airbrush primer, so I need to get ready with that because it's going to take. Kenny said, "Primer is your friend." It's going to take a lot of primer on that Queen Mary, and I'm going to primer every sprue, even the clear ones. Wait, no.
I would probably recommend you not. I recommend on clear ones you use Future.
Yeah, and actually, on my clear parts, if they're small enough, I don't paint them. I dip them.
Oh, I dip my clear parts.
I dip mine.
Matter of
I
fact,
go in the dip.
the first part that I ever used Future on, first parts, were on my Ghostbuster car I built years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually I did it for sealing the decals. After I did the decals, I dipped it, and I was like, that is so cool the way the decals they became not decals, they became one with the part.
Yeah, I still spray Future on a lot of my stuff to get that gloss after I do decals.
What did you make him? Christmas shoe? Santa shoe. That's what it was, Kenny. Yeah, used you shoe for the thumbnail for the HLI Secret Santa.
Oh, that good or bad?
It's getting desperate.
It's just because he hasn't seen how my beard's grown.
All right. Still got a seam, and I got to fill where the bulb meets the neck here. But
Saw that it's posted. I actually have already joined the 2022 Secret Santa. My comment said, I'm in, and I'm first.
all right, come on. Oop, what was that? Pulling up color.
Oop, there it is. I'm just looking real quick.
All right.
Cool.
Here goes nothing.
Because I don't know how how I was able to post, because it said that it was closed for posting. But Kenny has fixed it. Is now open to where you can join in.
Well, you're a moderator, so you probably have elevated rights anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny on Kenny's streams these days. Kenny, Spence, and I all rush to see who can get the bots.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, now we have to do something totally different here. Install Windows.
Really?
Now for something completely different, the Windows.
There's Windows on that kit, Mark? Wow.
I just found some to put on. And lifeboats.
Okay, so this is funny. I'm looking at the 2022 annual Secret Santa gift exchange. Ketty says, so it begins, blah, blah, blah. Announces it. I'm like, I'm in and I'm first. Merry Christmas. And Kenny comes in right behind me and goes, I'm in once again. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You see, this is why I should read rules. I didn't read the rules. So I have to edit my post.
What rules did you violate?
I didn't
put down what you like, where you're at, and what you like.
I did not, but that's okay. I'm still in front of Kenny. And I don't know how to spell Illinois.
Abbreviate it. Why it's there.
Yeah.
IL.
No, I want to put Illinois. What do I want next year, Mark?
Well, let's see. You got a tank this year. How about some cars?
Yeah, well, I put sci-fi cars. Actually, I got a...
Hey, Buck, we're frozen.
I got the
video
Arizona.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yep. You can hear you.
Yeah, the video stream's frozen.
Is it?
I've seen it just fine. I've seen you move around.
Do you?
Yeah. I just had to reset mine because everything froze up.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's working fine on my phone, but not on the YouTube. Let me refresh.
And Kenny says, let's see.
No, we are frozen on the YouTube.
He said, as a mod, I was the only one able to post. It is a game during the stream. He says it's okay. I don't read my own rules. I even tried refresh.
Yeah. Rules are more like suggestions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think we're talking to ourselves right now.
Well, I did something stupid and refreshed the live stream window, but that's okay. It didn't do anything. Oh, there's 5 watching. Oh, there's 5 watching.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we hear us.
Well, that's because I went over to the stream. It says I can hear you, but just not moving. Let me try something just for giggles.
Oh, there we go. There we go. No, I'm frozen. No, I'm frozen.
Okay, let me try this.
Okay, took it off. Never back. I think that's behind. I see.
Oh, it's frozen, guys.
Yeah.
What happened, Eric? Jump on?
No, actually, Kenny says, there we go. We're moving again.
Okay. Someone did jump on. I'm not showing yet on YouTube. But where's my phone holder? Blocks there.
No, I'm looking. We only have.
No, that is Shoe. That's right. Yeah, Shoe takes up a whole half of my phone.
What are you trying to say about Shoe? That's just mean.
No offense. It's the window. It's the window.
Trying to figure out how that's my fault, but and there goes a lifeboat.
And it's going back and forth. It's freezing and unfreezing, freezing and unfreezing.
Yeah. We'll have to make it a spoken word.
Yeah.
Well,
Here
it's
I'm
snowing.
holding the ultraviolet light to the solar res. Oh crap! Did I get a? What is that? Got a freaking hair.
Okay. It looks like we're moving again. I'm leaving the. Usually I have the Discord window up in front of it. I'm just going to leave that over on the other monitor so I can actually watch the stream while it's going.
Yes, we are moving.
Yeah.
It all move really slow, so it messes them up.
One of these days, I'm going to learn that when I'm painting when I have a white model, I need to wear gloves.
When are you going to have a wet model?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I've got some smudges on the sides of the shuttle now from painting the wingtips. But now, I think that's good enough that I can press on with decals, except for the paint is still wet. It's like Dan says, it's like really bad stop motion. Actually, it looks like it is moving good now.
Yeah, it is.
Is that
Kenny didn't get his dehydrator for Christmas.
That is true.
And he thinks he's going to get a laptop. Boy, that guy's got some great dreams.
Let me see something.
Yeah. Doesn't really show much on here, but I got like a bubble ridge when it formed when I was curing it. But for my first use of it, there it is.
That looks good.
For my first use, it's not too bad at all.
No, not at all. So when I move the screen or the Discord over to the other screen, I lost a good part of this stream off the edge. I'm resizing to where everybody is back on the screen.
I like my Chromebook as my main go-to for internet and whatnot. I just use a rundown PC for all of my video and decal and paint mask stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Kenny. You just lay it in and it use the flashlight and it's solid. Probably zap it from this end.
Did I run out of glue?
No!
There's some.
Don't run out of glue. That's bad.
Well, that's what happened. It formed a bubble against the tape.
That's not good.
It's the observation officers lounge. So they had a little too much blood wine. You have to repair the glass a few times.
Come on, the Klingon ship. It can't be that perfect. You know, the Klingons just want it to fly and kill things.
Yeah,
exactly.
Are you saying you have
it's like I can't imagine they do a lot of radiation shielding in their engine room either. It's like, okay, well, he'll die. We'll get somebody else to fill a position.
Are you saying you need to get some the solar res, Kenny? I thought you had some.
Oh, I see what happened. It leaked under the I didn't have a good enough seal on the tape, so it leaked below a little bit. Oh, I see.
What do you see?
No, it's
Kenny's still
tape.
using. Kenny's still using the nail acrylic.
I should fill that in a little bit. All right, I'll get a little toothpick. Kind of reminds me of that stuff, that acetone bubble stuff you used to have as a kid where you blow bubbles.
Oh, I remember
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. It's amazing we're all still alive.
Yeah.
What? I had a chemistry kit,
Yeah, me too.
and it was funny how I ended up with a chemistry kit because it wasn't mine originally.
Mm.
It started out as my brother's.
Hmm.
And the little alcohol burner, he was playing with it on the patio. And
What?
the little alcohol burner, he accidentally spilled alcohol on the bottom of it and onto his pants leg. And so when he took a lighter to burn the alcohol off the bottom, he set himself on fire too. And it was funny because, Paul's like, what is he, 5 years older than I am. I was out in the football field behind the house that belonged to the high school we thought of it as the sandbox, even though it was the long jump pit, and neighbor kids played in there. And I suddenly heard my mom screaming at the top of her lungs from the deck, "Spray him!" And I'm like, "Oh shit! Something exciting is going on at the house." Because mom was up on the deck sunning herself. My sister was watering the yard, watering plants, and Paul was playing with his chemistry set. And then Paul set himself on fire. He starts screaming. My mom looks down, sees her son on fire, yells at my sister, and they took him to the hospital.
Sister's like, yeah, I ain't putting him out.
No, his sister was like, "Oh yeah, right," because this is how Paul was. Becky was like, "I am not going to spray that asshole because he's going to take the hose and say I sprayed him and spray the shit out of me." So she ignored him. But so she
And
sprayed.
they figured you would not set yourself on fire. Is what your parents were then saying?
Yeah. Well, no, she didn't know he was on fire.
Oh.
But she.
Yeah, Kenny, this actually has a pleasant smell to it.
Oh no. But so she sprayed him. They took him to the emergency room. And, like I said, me and Becky, we were like, this is the coolest thing ever because Paul was such an ass to us.
Wait, you're kidding me. Holy crap.
And, well,
I just filled that in from this side with a little toothpick and used the flashlight on it. You can't see it.
Cool.
It looks perfect now. That's pretty versatile. It fixes itself. Wow. All right, me likey.
It was funny too later when Paul was healing, and the doctors told my parents that if he does not start using that knee right, bending it and everything, because it hurt to bend it, that it will seize up and he will not walk right forever. And Paul, and so Becky and I are in the other room, and Paul, mom, and dad are in the kitchen. And again, Becky and I are like, "This is the coolest thing ever," because Paul was an ass. But Dad said, "You will bend your knee, or I will bend it for you." Paul didn't bend his knee. Dad grabbed. I didn't see it, but from what I understand, Dad grabbed Paul's thigh and his shin, and just bent, and didn't bend a little.
But nowadays they'd send you to physical therapy. Back then they didn't have physical therapy.
Yeah, well, he bent it not just a little bit. He bent it 90 degrees.
And then he broke it, so then he's back in the hospital again.
No, I didn't break it. Could have. But it was, like I said, it was great. Paul was, he's a really good guy, runs his own business and everything, but as a kid, he was the one who, he got us all into trouble multiple times. Like the Christmas cookies one year. Paul took a couple, gave us a couple. Mom and Dad figured out that the Christmas cookies were half gone. And we all, they were like, "Who did it?" And we were like, "Paul, we didn't do it."
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Things just don't fit with the dang.
You need a hammer, Mark?
Well, some of these, these escape pods just go right perfect. The other ones, no. They just want to fight. It's not like they're different sizes.
These windows, I think I'm going to use the micro crystal clear just because I want to get all the body work done on the head and paint it before I do the windows. Otherwise, I'd have to paint this part separately. It's a pain in the butt.
So I was thinking about whether I'm going to do a end of year video this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What are you going to put on it? You didn't finish anything.
I did actually. That's the thing is you're right. I didn't.
Or are you just going to do it? I started all this stuff.
Well, you got the Ada Blue, right?
Ida Blue was last year.
Yeah, that was
Was
last
it?
year.
Yeah. Ida Blue
thought
was
it was-
actually a 2 or 3 year kit.
Oh yeah, I forget the model. The model of the year was different.
Yeah. Well, it's actually just to show what I've finished. And last year, I finished the DeLorean and stack of models. I actually finished I think it was 19 models last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I have the Man in Space, the TIE Fighter for the Secret Santa group build from last year, TIE Fighter and for Secret Santa and Star Wars.
Yeah.
The F-16, I finished that. Loved that kit, the way it came out. And I forget what I did for the monsters. That's not bad. That's actually that's actually 4 kits.
Well, with all those part works going on, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the thing too: is that the part works only take up Tuesday.
Ah, yeah.
Although I might stream tomorrow as well for the X-Wing because I want to get the X-Wing done. I've only got 23 more issues to go, and it's detailed parts that are just, they're going to be quick. Put them together, glue them on, what have you.
Famous last words. 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yep. That's because suddenly I do the Terminator instead. So I don't even know which shuttle I'm doing yet. Just to be completely different because it has International Space Station parts inside of it. I should do the Enterprise.
Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
That's the thing that always cheesed me off about that. I was so cheesed off that the Enterprise never flew. Like, they screwed up on that. That one should have flown.
Yeah, well, part of the problem with flying a test bird like that is that they don't always work as well as they should. It may not have been space capable.
Well, I'm not saying they had to make that the very, very first one to fly. It just should have been one that flew.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
and they didn't even have engines.
That's what they could have rechristened one of them.
They didn't want to blow up the Enterprise.
Well, there's that.
Because originally, I think that was supposed to be the Columbia. And then all these Trekkies threw a fit about that. And you boneheads. At that time I said, you boneheads, it's never going to fly.
Yeah.
Why would you want an Enterprise that doesn't fly? Not in a museum somewhere.
I remember what was it? Was it the Columbia? I think was the first one that flew.
I believe so.
I remember when it went up, watching the news and going, they were all like, "Holy shit, we've lost like 4 tiles."
Mm.
Well, they didn't know that till they came back, though.
No, they saw it on the
Yeah.
on the video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
When they opened.
But I know when it came back, it was missing a lot of tiles too.
Yeah. Well, we all know, and if you don't, you should, that during the shuttle era, actually during Mercury, Gemini, Apollo, and the shuttle era, NASA made a lot of mistakes, cut a lot of corners, and nobody noticed.
Mm.
That's because shit don't blow up. You don't notice stuff if it don't blow up.
Yeah.
When it blows up, you notice.
And then you redesign the whole thing because
Like, hey, look, we have a 10-cent O-ring that we were shocked that it fell apart in the cold.
That's why the private sector is the way to go.
yeah. You know,
Mustang
especially
spent 10 cents on an O-ring.
well, especially when the private sector, they're not only are they building this stuff, but they're using it themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they're risking themselves going up there. Did you see that Shatner in space? Or whatever it's called?
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I haven't seen
pretty
that yet.
good. It's just, you spent all that money, you're technically not even going out into space, and it's only for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
hey, he's getting a lot of pub off of it, so he's happy.
yeah. That's all he cares about. Pretty good for 90 though.
Oh yeah. Well, what was it? We watched a movie, and I don't even remember what the name of it was. It was 2020, a 2020 movie with Meg Ryan in it.
Mm-hmm.
Both my wife and I looked at her first as soon as we saw her. We're like, something's wrong. Something went wrong with her plastic surgery. Well,
Yeah.
she
She
doesn't.
disappeared for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't look like Meg Ryan anymore.
No.
She looks like Elizabeth Montgomery.
I don't know who that is.
If you had to, she was what was it?
Bewitched.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But she looks like Elizabeth Montgomery now.
Huh.
And I've seen some pictures, we did a little bit of looking, and some of the pictures, but right before her plastic surgery and, after, all her plastic surgery did for her was make her look older.
Maybe that's what she was looking for.
I don't know.
Maybe she was tired of being that young looking part person.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it too soon, and it.
Oh, what the hell? This doesn't have. This has 2 bulbs.
Need to get another jackknife because those are the best for scraping. I haven't even eaten yet.
That comes after the stream.
Exactly.
Yep.
Now, Galen, your cat had better been eaten by now, or you will be eaten.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no, she ate. First thing I did when I got up, but I got up at like 12:30.
Well, then you got second breakfast, and then first lunch, second lunch,
Yep.
early dinner, late dinner, mid dinner. My dish is empty dinner.
It's funny though. I can give her like her dry food as treats, but if I leave it in the bowl, she'll still come and beg for food.
Of course. Three out of the four of our dogs, Tyson, or 3 out of the 5, 4 out of 5 actually, now that I think about it, one of the greatest things in the world that they can get, and it even in the winter now, is an ice cube. I go over and get ice out of the fridge for the through the door for my water, and I end up with dogs staring at me going, "Can I have one, Dad? Really want one, Dad?" And
That's fun.
well, it's funny too because the dogs will start doing that. They'll look at me and they'll be like, "Can I have one?" And then I'll give one. Like Cody will be the first one. I'll give him one, and then Tyson will run over, and he's like, he's the one who doesn't actually want the ice cube. He's coming over just to see what everybody else is doing. And I give him one. He'll either sometimes he'll take it and just spit it out. Other times he'll sniff it, and then he'll look at me like, "What?" Go, "What the fuck is this shit?" But the Samoyed Apollo, it doesn't matter. Toss an ice cube at him. He's like, "I love that shit." GB said Solar Res is brilliant stuff.
Yes, it is. I'm sold. Got a little mucky on the tape though, on the side of the tape.
I'm contemplating whether I want to use see if I can get that the decals with the tiles on it, or just the same decal with no tiles. I think I'm gonna, since I'm not putting any tile work on it, I'm using whatever decals that have tiles that I have.
Yeah. It sounds like a plan. One thing I'm getting tired of is seam fillers like Bondo leaving a little bit of a trace mark where it's not making it disappear fully.
Yeah.
You have to really feather it just right.
Well,
Can't go flush.
What I use, and oh, by the way, Jalen, I have the same stuff you're using, except for mine came in a 3-pack. I've used it a little bit, but what I use is the plastic putty. And it does the same thing.
Yeah. The Vallejo one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the perfect plastic putty because it dries faster and it sands where you can't sand the Vallejo, but the way the tube's designed, you attach to the finer tip to it and it all dries up in there.
Yeah. I used the perfect plastic a while back, and exactly what you said, after it just dried out.
Yeah.
And I've actually sanded the Vallejo.
Have you?
Yeah.
It gums up on me.
You got to remember too that I tend to, with as many kits as I have going on, I will do a fill on a seam, and then forget about it for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So
yeah. Well, there you go.
So it's really hard by the time I remember to go back and do something. And then I spray rattle can clear over top of it. And it eats the decals and makes the seams show up.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing I was reading about. It's actually the rattle can primers or clears or whatever that are actually causing the seam to show up.
Yeah. I'm not going to say I'm going to give up on the rattle can primers.
That's where Badger is better, Kenny.
Well, Kenny can't get, what was it? I think it's Krylon that he can't get to spray right to save his life.
Yeah. Well, he hates the Steinlorez.
I have never used it, but I have the 3-pack just to try it out.
I love it. I mean, it can tend to dry on the tip, but a little flow improver helps that, and it sands pretty good and it sticks. So, and it's more versatile with the airbrush or with the paintbrush.
I'm about to put this decal on backwards. That would be bad.
I've done that before. I bought a new Romulan Bird of Prey kit because I fudged mine up so much. I mean, I'm still using the old kit, but I'm going to repaint the Bizarres and because the clear ate them, and then you're gonna retry these decals. Hopefully, I won't muck them up again.
Yeah, it's the TOS Bird of Prey, right?
Yes.
I have a couple of those. And actually,
it's a great design. I didn't like the paint, how the color came out on mine.
Yeah. Well, plus it should, honestly, I would think that kit would be a dream to put together because there can't be a lot of parts.
No. It was a nice kit to put together.
That's cool. GB said he finally got the body of the Razor Crest together and it fit perfectly with no crappy join lines.
Which one's he building?
Yeah, because
is he building the Revell or is he building the Bandai?
Don't know. I have to wait for him to reply.
Yeah, I know. It's a shame that AMT got delayed on their stuff. That's really going to hurt them.
Yeah.
Coming with their Razor Crest months later. Everyone's going to have one already with the Revell.
Yeah, but you know me, I'll buy one anyway.
Yeah. Well, AMT is the only one that comes with Grogu, even though it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah. Well, and here's a perfect demonstration of I'll buy many kits. I have 4 Eagles, 4 of the 1/48 Eagles, and I still want the Eagle 2.
Yeah.
I have 2. I think it's either 4 or 6. I don't know how many versions of the Eagle 1 they came out with, but I have 2 of every one of them.
Talking about the ones they made in the 70s or the newer the round 2 releases?
The round 2 releases. I have the 196, the Eagle 2. I did it. That was one of them I built last year. Holy crap, the decals on that are terrible. I quit doing the decals and just left it done. They called it done as is.
Which one was that?
The 70s one. The one from the 70s. It doesn't have
but on the Eagle, not even that crap, you could paint on those.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have a scale on it, but it's 196.
I'll say all the old models don't have scales on them. I mean, I've never heard of scales, actual scales until recently. It was all, here it is.
Yeah. So GB said,
I have the smaller new one.
GB said he's got the Revell Razor Crest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he
says, those Europeans and their Revels.
Yep. Well, he also says that it fits together like it's made by Bandai.
Yeah, it looks it. Now, I have the smaller Eagle that they redid recently, and that's a gorgeous kit.
Yeah, the 172nd.
Yeah.
I have that one. I have not built it. It's good to hear that it is a good kit.
Well, I mean, I haven't built it, but just looking over the parts, it's drool worthy.
Yeah. Well, the huge difference between the 196 and any of the others is the pipe work. There's actual decent pipe work. You know, and it's funny because I remember as a kid, and I don't remember if it was my friend's model or my model, but I remember being involved with the 196 before. I didn't do any decals back then. As a kid, I just put shit together.
When I was a kid, if I could paint a decal, I would paint it instead of putting on a decal.
Well, see, when I was a kid, I didn't make glue bombs. I made paint bombs. Like the paint that I was doing earlier today, there would have been no straight lines. I'd have gone straight across. Wouldn't mean to, it would just happen. I do have to say, I'm glad I have the scalpels. They are working really well with decals.
Nice.
If
they must have used a ladle when they built the studio model for this Klingon ship.
The soup bowl.
That's what happens. Some guys have some soup go, hey, we could take that spoon and make it into a ship. Save us a few bucks.
Kenny just said, looks like Jalen has a big ladle. So having soup for dinner, are you, Jalen? He said, damn you.
If you ever break it, you could just grab a soup ladle and you're good to go.
He said, damn you. You said it before I typed it.
All right. Crack open my Modelers brand LEDs.
I remember somebody who used to talk about Modelers brand all the time in all of his videos. And then he disappeared forever. Still wondering.
Model Man Tom.
Yes, exactly. I'm still wondering what happened to him.
He's alive.
I expected that, but he just disappeared.
Well, I expected him to be dead. I don't know because he just disappeared. Round 2, actually, I think I was on Instagram or something. They showed a few pictures of his car because he took it cross country.
His X-wing car.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't watched any of the videos yet. I should, because I think, damn it, I got a hair. I think one of his channels used to be Gears McTinkersome.
Yes. And
Gears McTinkersome is still around.
Is it? I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
At least I think he is. Let me get this hair out of here and then I'll look on YouTube real quick. Damn it.
I wish he still had that store up because it's a pretty good price for all those LEDs. I only got the 3mm pack. I wanted to get some of the 1mm or smaller.
Oh yeah, I used to buy all his stuff. I remember it all came in that little tray like that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used to get involved in his charity auctions as well.
Yep.
I have a stack of fiber optic of multiple sizes from when he did one of his auctions.
Of course, then I end up with like a million LEDs I'll never use. Like I got this 20-piece baggie of pink.
Let's see. Here, Jalen, let me make you feel better. And this is just the SMDs. I have 4 of these boxes filled with LEDs.
Oh. Yeah, I wish I had more of the SMDs because I was gonna do a Blade Runner spinner and with Evan Designs blinkies. So I ended up with a ton of these little SMDs, a few bags of them of different colors and different flash rates, and now I just want the solid color ones because I have a kit for it. And they're pretty pricey, Evan Designs.
Most of
About
mine
100.
I got off of eBay.
Ultraviolet. No, I don't want cancer from my models. Put on the ultraviolet lights. All the ones that I don't want.
What's wrong with ultraviolet lights?
Oh, nothing. Just give you skin cancer. Skin cancer runs in the family. I want to point a red LED up to that officer's lounge, but
Holy shit.
I don't want to overwhelm everything else.
That's cool. Gears McTinkerson is Model Man Tom.
Yeah.
Well, he's literally still around. He's posting because he there's videos of his X-Wing car on his site or on his YouTube from a month ago.
Yeah. I wonder what he did with all the freaking models he had. He had a boatload of resin and whatnot. So, all right, come on, cat. That's my chair.
Not anymore, it isn't. The cat's there.
It's all nice and warm. Those old bones.
You know, just looking through thumbnails, he's not doing regular model kits anymore. He's doing the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember right after he got married, he was going to start working on a full-scale R2-D2.
Yeah. And that was right before he disappeared.
Yeah.
So probably lost everything. Actually, I'll throw a warm in there. That'll be good for the red. Like Trekworks say, they show up better with the Tamiya clears.
Oh, wow. Just like I said, I'm looking at his YouTube channel. 4 years ago, oh my God, real Star Wars cars. And then nothing until 2 months ago. He just came back.
Lost a lot of weight too.
Did not know that.
I gained a lot of weight.
I lost 60 pounds in the last couple of
Nice.
years.
Mine's just all stress eating. What the? Oh, I thought you had something.
So if he came back on Gears McTinkerson, I wonder. I think I'm still subscribed to him. But he has not come back on Model Man Tom yet. I do love his thing on his YouTube channel. Screwing up so you don't have to, since 2008. I'm glad he's back.
Yeah.
He's a lot of fun.
He is.
Kenny said he can't find his channel.
Huh.
Let me grab the actual name straight, because I typed it in as 2 words and it didn't work. Actually, duh, I'm streaming. Why don't I grab the URL instead?
Yeah, post it in the chat.
Exactly. That's his channel. Uh-oh, looks like the video... No, okay, I was going to say, it looks like the video is frozen again. But it has not.
Back.
Looking at these decals, they are definitely going to need some serious sealant, because they're rippled on the shuttle right now. No problem, Kenny. Another one, and I don't know why he disappeared, and I don't know how. I know some people didn't like him, but another one that has been gone for a while is Starfleet Model Academy.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got the. Oh yeah, I can't do the accent.
Well, it was funny. Well, not funny. It was kind of scary for a while there, because when he dropped off was because he kept having heart attacks.
Oh Jesus!
He's
a big guy.
Yeah, I think he had 2.
Oh jeez.
Well, the scary part is he's a big guy and he's the same age as I am.
Hmm.
I didn't go back and read comments. I watch people's videos to watch their videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was getting some pretty nasty comments because people didn't like him, the way he came across.
Yeah.
Personally, I think if you don't like somebody or their channel or whatever, just move on.
There's no way to talk about me when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was funny because the other day, or about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I actually went and looked at my analytics and realized I got a dislike way, way back.
You probably did it yourself.
No?
I had one comment that just blows me away. I was doing a demo for those Createx paints. Mm-hmm. So I'm not doing it for the model itself. I'm doing it for the demo. This dude's like, well, dude, you're doing this all wrong. I'm like, it's a freaking demo.
Yeah, exactly. And,
it was not, when I paint my other stuff, I'm not, well, you're doing this, and this, and this. I'm like, well, okay. I just ignore people like that. But just kind of like, did you miss the part where it says, here's a demo of these paints?
Yeah.
So Kenny might put a comment on wasn't he the guy that was sold boards and ripped people off? Not that I know of. I know he had a small store. I don't know that he ever did any ripping people off. I think who you're thinking about is BEMS, Big Easy Model Solutions, who became Scale Model FX.
Yeah, Model Man Tom, Modeler's brand, I think, was only for lighting.
Yeah.
There weren't any boards. It was just LEDs.
Yeah. I think Kenny was talking about with Starfleet Model Academy.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. I mean,
he sold stuff?
He did. He started to. I don't think he ever really got anywhere. He did come up at one point with a Starfleet. Yeah, that's what I thought, Kenny.
There's another guy on the car circuit that disappeared. That He used to have a store with a bunch of aftermarket stuff. I bought some paint from him that I still haven't used yet. It was Chevy Cheeseburger. He was another big guy. So a little worried about that.
So Starfleet Model Academy is who you were thinking of, Kenny? That actually was ripping people off?
Well, you think you know somebody.
And he, even on his Facebook, he's not very active, but he's sometime. His wife is more active than he is.
Really?
Yeah. I just thought it was cool that I knew somebody that was close enough that I might actually go visit someday.
You also had that other guy with him doing models.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
And I got the impression whenever they would talk about Tom was gone, now Tom's back, I was always like, did Tom go to jail? That's what it sounded like.
Maybe for ripping people off. Oh, gosh damn it.
Yeah, Kenny said Bems was the ripoff.
These lifeboats are driving me nuts.
So I'm going to very gently dab off the excess because I just applied Solvaset to these decals. And we all know that Solvaset, when you apply it, 3 minutes later or so, the decal is no longer decal. It is now liquid.
Yep. Do not touch.
Yes, exactly. Do you guys hear that every now and then? A little beep.
Or what?
I hear a little tone like somebody's coming on.
Nope.
No.
Huh.
You might want to get that checked out there, top.
Well,
it's your hearing aid.
It's my Plantronics, actually.
Oh.
I was smart. I started with the headset right off today.
Yeah. Yeah, my microwave makes a noise. It's in the switch.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because...
No, though.
Oh, you know what? I bet you. It's the mic muting itself. It's the mic going... I hear noise. I'm picking up noise, but I'm muted. Because when I plugged in the Plantronics, it took after I killed the Bluetooth, it took over the sound, the audio, but the mic is through the Yeti Nano. Someday, I'll actually have to do a setup that is just permanent,
and
not because when I'm setting up my streams, it's on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you never know you're going to do it, except for every Tuesday and Sunday.
Yeah. And then there's the occasional time when I hit start streaming instead of start recording.
Yeah. That's always fun.
Yeah. Well, it was fun because I looked over and saw chat and I'm like, what?
Yeah, look, he's streaming, but he's not talking. So something's not right here. It also just shows how we have really no lives and we're waiting for a live stream to say something.
I know.
We're going to live stream. Let's go. Other people who don't think we're crazy.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. We do have a life. It just happens to be building models.
Yeah.
What I would like it to be.
Ah, damn it. What the hell? That usually works. I do it off camera. There. Some things are better off camera.
Hey, Sci-Fi Model Shop. It is a lot of fun. The space shuttle is almost done. It's getting really close. Shu is doing. You're right. He's doing the Eagle Moss Enterprise, and he uses his Sundays to put millions of little plastic windows into it.
Yepper.
And Jalen is working on her Klingon Bird of Prey 1350 size.
No, Katinga.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Working on a
Bird
Klingon.
of Prey doesn't have an onion head spoon on it.
Yeah, this is a lighting for the.
The Bird of Prey does have an onion head on it.
It
I think
does.
so. Does it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like a spoon. It's not like I can take that thing and have dinner.
No,
that's the thing is the onion head spoon from the Katinga you use to fill the onion head for the Bird of Prey.
Because that's I think that's what I'm going to start at the New Year's is my Bird of Prey.
Well, you guys saw my Star Trek group build, and that one may take a long time.
Which one is that?
The Voyager Delta Flyer.
Oh, Voyager.
Yes.
I mean, that's like the worst Star Trek ever.
No. I've actually been watching TOS, and I'm like, wow, good stories, bad acting.
Yeah, well. Yeah, but for the 70s, that was really good acting.
60s, actually.
60s. Yeah, 60s.
Well, you can actually, it's funny because I haven't watched the original series in a long time, but knowing what I know, you can actually watch and don't. He said don't.
Yeah,
but knowing what I know now, it's funny because you can actually watch and see some of the rivalry between them. So what did you say don't do, Kenny?
Yeah, City on the Edge Forever is one of the best.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I know what he said don't to. He said don't. He said in 4 letters, whole sentence. He said, don't fucking start bashing Voyager. I heard it. And he said, start on the Voyager. Yep.
No, I love the Voyager series. I love the Doctor. It's just the ship's all right. It's just I always felt, even when I was a kid watching it, or a teenager rather, it's a bit porpoisey looking.
I always liked the Voyager.
Yeah.
I mean, V'ger?
Yeah, that too. Well, what's funny is I forget the name of the channel, but there's this guy that does videos on. There's this guy that does videos on Star Trek, on all of them, and it's funny how much he bashes Janeway. Janeway is a criminal. You know, because I can agree with him that a lot of times some of the stuff that she does is just criminal.
Once Kes died, it got a lot better. Though they really missed out. If they had made this more of a survival show, I mean, you're gone for years, and you come back all nice and clean, and you can replace your shuttles like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It should have been more like, Battlestar Galactica, where they had to really scrounge for stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, the whole thing is, well, we're no longer with Starfleet. We're on our own, but we have all the Starfleet stuff, and if we need something, we find somebody who has it. Like,
right.
Well,
okie dokie.
GB says he likes Voyager but can't stand Discovery.
I like this. Discovery was good after the first season. Season 2 was good. Season 3 was good, and this year it's good.
Yeah.
The first year was rough.
Although I unsubscribed from Discovery until from Paramount until Picard comes out, because I'll finish the season 4. It just wasn't grabbing me.
Yeah, I will tell you something that came out that I watched the first 2 seasons, and I've started watching. I'm not very far into watching, but I love the way they do. I love this show, Lost in Space. On Netflix.
I love it.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched the 3rd season yet.
Well,
it came out this month.
It did, and they released I love the way Netflix releases the whole thing at once. But I wanted to go back and refresh my mind on the entire story, so I'm rewatching it from the beginning.
I'll probably have to do that because I've forgotten a lot of what they did.
And this, I believe, I don't, haven't watched the third season, so I don't know. But unless they change their plans, that's it. The third season is it.
I've heard that is it. They're not going to make another season.
They were costing them too much to make.
Well,
plus they're having to go through CBS.
I actually read that they never planned to do more than 3 seasons.
Probably not.
And having to go through CBS for the rights to do anything sucks.
Mm-hmm. Unless they take it over and put it on Paramount.
I don't see them doing that. Their cash cow right now is Star Trek.
Yeah. It's just Lost in Space is better than Star Trek right now, though.
It is. Lost in Space, from the get-go when they started the new series, grabbed me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen it. 7 of 9. Okay. That's, well, GB
that must have been Kenny.
Yeah, it was. GB said 7 of 9. Well fit, though. Voyager, lots of adult drinks. Lost in Space was my first love. That's from Sci-Fi Model Shop. Lost in Space grabbed me. And like I said, spoiler alert, for when the first scene opens and they're playing cards in spacesuits. And you're like, what's going on? I mean, you really don't know what's happening. And then suddenly they lock, the alert goes on, they close their helmets and everything, and you get the flashback, and then the Jupiter crashes, and then it sinks into the lake. You're like, holy shit, there's a lot going on here. It's just like...
But it all makes sense, and you can follow it.
Yeah. I'm probably one of the few people that really, really likes the Lost in Space movie.
I liked the movie. I thought it was a good movie.
I liked it.
I mean,
I don't know why people didn't like it. It followed the TV show pretty damn close. If you watch the TV show,
I love the way. I love the way when they launched the Jupiter 2. It was the Jupiter 2, the original Jupiter 2 launched.
Mm-hmm.
They go up out of the atmosphere and it explodes, and it's like, what?
They had a lot of the original actors were in that too.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They made cameos.
I did not catch that.
That's why I like the new Spider-Man movie. The cameos are not actually cameos. They're in the whole movie.
I don't know. I haven't seen that new one yet because it's in the theaters.
It's really worth it. And then I watched the new Matrix when I got home on HBO Max, and I was kind of...
I couldn't get my HBO Max. I was going to watch it yesterday. My HBO Max won't work. It just keeps saying it's got an error. I'm like, really?
It's good. It's just, it was a little too slow, hard to watch, and they just kind of made a movie just to make a movie. And I'm usually one that's easy to please.
Sorry, I got engrossed in these decals because I was like, where the hell is that decal and that decal? Oh, okay.
All right, now I got to do this shrink wrapping off camera so I don't light my phone on fire.
Why wouldn't we light your phone on fire?
Or melt the screen.
That's always good. Shouldn't your phone have Gorilla Glass in it?
Not that good of a phone. There we go.
There are actually some pretty nice decals in this thing. They have decals for the hinge.
Like usual, Eric. Always for the finish.
Oh, Eric finally showed up. He's been taking a nap.
Yeah.
Position 20 clear windows. Oh gosh. That'll be fun.
So, Eric, did you watch your new movie yet?
I think that was great. I was glad somebody gave him that movie.
Oh, that
was epic.
It was.
Does anybody know who that was?
Kenny does.
Well, spill it, Kenny.
Yeah, this one does not need to be secret. They need to be celebrated.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it was. What was funny was as soon as he started the video and I saw the two boxes, I paused immediately and said, "I know what that one is."
That's what I was thinking. When he said, "Oh, look, that's got somebody gave him Galaxy Quest," I knew that right away. And I was like, that is the new hero.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was just like, that is so cool.
And somebody who pays attention.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm surprised we don't know.
So it has to be somebody on Discord for sure.
He is the jokester on the phone. Was it Spence? Kenny said it's easy. He's the jokester on the forum.
What did Eric give himself?
Yeah, I was gonna say. So
I know it wasn't me.
Wasn't me because I didn't partake.
yeah, it wasn't me.
He said, Eric said he will watch it soon out of pure obligation. What's going to be funny is he's going to watch it and he's going to watch it again.
And he's going to want to build all the model. He's going to want to build the model.
Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't Spence. Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So onto the forums.
We have to have proof he watched it, because if not, we're going to force him to watch it during Wonder.
Can we get a hint?
He said he's the jokester on.
Well, that didn't help.
Yeah, that
we're all
didn't help.
jokesters.
Yeah, narrow that down.
Let's see. Wasn't Spence?
I probably should have thrown another resistor on this. I didn't want it to be too bright in the observation lounge, but oh well.
Wait, I don't see him. I was going to say Donnie. Oh, wait.
Yeah, it could be Donnie.
Oh, it's Dirk Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Dirk should be automatically promoted to Admiral.
He should. That's a good hint. He blew up a car. Wonder who did that. Eric is now going, how do I get revenge on Dirk?
I just say to wait till next week. Everybody sends him goofy stuff.
Yep. I wonder how well these decals are going to show up. White decal with white tiles and little gray between on a white surface. Yes, you should promote him. You should promote Eric to Harry Kim.
There's no promotion there.
Exactly. I'm trying. Look,
you got Harry Kim.
Look, Chris, I have decals on it. And actually, figured it out earlier. I've finished 4 models this year. It's just that this shuttle one took so much time.
Ah, shoot. Freaking cobwebs.
Kenny said, I'm pretending.
I might have over-resisted this now. I forgot. I'm hooking it up to the board that's resistor for 12 volt, and I use a resistor for 12 volt. You think it'll light up?
So what?
It shouldn't.
I'm hooked. It shouldn't?
If you're resisting at 12 and it's base for 12, it probably cancels it out.
I should probably rip this off.
So Kenny said, "No, Chris, that he's pretending about finishing a model." Then he said I'll have to put up a thread. Hear ye. And then he said, "Don't let him fool you, Chris. He's great at video editing." So I do live edits on my videos, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you did videos.
I've done 1 or 3, maybe. I think that's the extent of it. I've done like 3.
There. Okay, that's not bad.
I used to do more, and then for some reason, actually back in June when I did the live stream that was supposed to be a video, I don't know why, but that kind of was the end of my videos for a while.
I don't really like making videos.
I have a lot more fun with live streams because you got feedback. Although videos... Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you don't have to do as much.
Yeah. Videos are good for doing the updates.
Mm-hmm.
Which I need to do that.
Right. No, for updates, you just post on hobbylinkinternational.com.
Let's see, Sci-Fi Model Shop says printing out a TIE tank. Does it go into the military tanks? And Chris said 8 hours of watching me hunt for screws.
Oh, bug hunt. I thought someone was out deer hunting. What, are you getting hungry again?
So actually, speaking of that, Chris, I told these guys earlier, I will probably be doing the X-Wing tomorrow and Tuesday because I want to get it finished by the end of the year. You know, if I finish the X-Wing and if I finish the shuttle, that will bring my total of builds this year to 6. Even though one of them has taken 3 years.
Doesn't matter when you start it matters when you finish it.
Yep. That's why the DeLorean counted for last year. The DeLorean was, I think it was close to 3.5.
How long it took you to get the parts?
Yeah, actually. It took 6 months to get stage 76.
Well, I mean, because that seems like it's slower than dust. Because I get these parts quite a lot. DeLorean parts is like never.
Yeah.
You think they'd have them all because they've already had them. So it's not like it's like a new thing.
Well, I honestly got into the 2022 is the year of finishing kits. Actually, 2021 was supposed to be that. But I actually got into the Ghostbuster build straight out because I figured if I get in when it starts, I'll get parts. I am such a fool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Parts did come regularly for a while. And then I did 16 stages at once. I could easily. Wow. Chris said 2022 is the year of finishing kits. He could easily finish 5 and start 7.
Show off.
He's not the show off. I am. I'm the guy with 15 kits going right now.
I'll tell you who's a wonder builder. That's Boyd. That guy could put together a kit in an hour.
Boyd is the poster child for Tamiya shake the kit in a box and it puts itself together.
No, Lou Damasso's even worse.
Yeah. I'll be right back, guys.
I don't know. Lou takes he has an hour-long video, but it seems like he'll take a week or 2 weeks to do something.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what Boyd can take a while too. It just depends on what he's doing.
Well, yeah. But usually it's like, this is a quick kit I did this afternoon, and it's one that would take me like a year to do.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if he's really doing it in an afternoon.
I believe it when he used to do his live show, man, he could crank stuff out.
Yeah. I never talked with him much when I was a member. But it was HDA that Jerry that got me onto forums for the first time.
Yeah.
So, try to be a little loyal to his shop there as a result.
He's got good stuff, and good customer service. So
yeah. Like these decals for the Klingon ship are his work. So.
Yeah, so I'll get a lot of his decals for PE stuff.
Yeah.
They're always good.
But now if you're getting lighting, you can also get your photo etch. Or more if you're getting decals, then you get your photo etch with Jerry, but if you're getting lighting, you get your photo etch with HLI.
Yeah.
For the green strawberry. I already bought most of the ones from my kits when we had the those government payments stocked up. I'm good to go.
I think the only thing I had photo etch for was my bird of prey, and I think I already had that.
That's the only one I don't have. I wish, I don't need any more kits in my stash right now, except for some of the new NASCAR ones coming out. But I'd like to redo the bird of prey sometime. That was about the second kit I did as an adult. Green strawberry is a nice set for that.
I've got two of them. The 350 scale.
Mm-hmm.
The one I want to do now, I'm going to do a different paint scheme on.
Yeah.
And then the other one I'll do when they send the Reliant out, or not the Reliant, but the Grissom. I'm going to do like a dye on the Grissom and the bird of prey.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You should do a pink one, Mark.
Yeah, that's going to be my tribute to Kenny.
No,
for like where it's red, it can be pink.
The pink. It's all pink. Different colors of pink.
Dirk did a pink one, and I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were talking about. Were you talking about the bird of prey?
Yeah. Because on the one I'm going to start, I'm going to do a different paint scheme on it. I figure Klingons, they just do what they want to do. They all own this stuff, so why would you all have the same paint scheme?
Yeah. Kenny said sci-fi vehicle, so it would go in the sci-fi and fantasy vehicle section. He may have been talking about the. I think he was talking about the pink bird of prey. And he says,
Yeah.
love pink still. Pink is a cool color.
That's a warm color.
Yeah, that too. All right. I'm going to move this a little bit over.
I have not touched this soldering iron in the wrong spot yet, fortunately. Head's getting loose, though.
That's when you touch it in the wrong spot.
Yeah. I almost grabbed it to tighten it.
You touch it in the wrong spot. It calls the cops. They show up. Bad things happen. So it's just all embarrassing all around.
It touched me in the bad spot.
Well, you've heard the thing I scream you scream, right?
Yeah.
I scream you scream. The cops come. It's just embarrassing.
Good thing I got extra windows. I'm not looking for the ones I shot across the room.
Wait, come on! I searched for 42 of them suckers.
Pink group build on the forums. Yeah. That actually probably would be successful, Kenny.
Oh, Pink
group
Enterprise.
build. No, pink group build.
That too. Oh yeah, it's just a pink. I think, where Dirk did that pink Enterprise.
That was for a cancer thing, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Of course, on the other hand, not
It's a-
everybody has I think I have 6 or 7 between the ones I bought and the ones my wife has bought for me of the 18-incher.
There. Yeah. Now I got a resistor for, what is this? 3.5 to, no. Yeah. 3.5 to 5 volt use, and then it'll go into the 12 volt board. So, tone it down a bit.
Echo, call my phone.
Whose phone should I call?
Just
Andrea, Mark, or Terry?
Never mind.
Canceling.
Yeah, don't you get mine going.
My wife just sent me a text and asked if I was still streaming. I had to go find my phone. And I'm going to respond to her. Yes, for another 20 minutes like we do every Sunday.
Yeah. You don't attack me.
My Tuesday stream has become a 2-hour. Sunday stream is basically every time 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I ever get them both together, it's 5 hours or something. Oh God. Sorry.
That can't be good.
No.
Just made up a language.
Well, let me show you.
What happened?
You see that piece of the decal that's turned right there?
Yeah.
I barely touched it with the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Not a happy camper.
Barely.
What's the thing about, like I said about decals? It's you spend so much time on your build, and you need decals to really make them pop and finish it, and then they do that stuff like that.
Well, and you would think that aftermarket decals, and of course I forgot to put any water underneath it. Aftermarket decals usually are better than that.
Yeah.
And literally, that was how the decal yesterday broke. Although I'm usually pretty good at fixing broken decals. Unless I forget to put water underneath them. God bless my.
Yeah.
I've actually saved decals that have come completely off of the model, and I'm sitting there holding them with tweezers.
I've done that before.
Just coax it in there.
There we go. Get this heating up. I'm thinking with this Klingon ship, I'm going to get all the lighting done. Maybe get some parts together, but not paint it until I get into the new place in a couple months. Then I can start on the group builds. I don't want this getting scratched up, and I don't want it to be in the middle of things when I have to start moving.
Come on, focus.
Where did I put that LED? There it is.
Look at that, guys. I got her back together.
Better be all the windows for today.
That tab broke, and I fixed it.
You mother.
Apparently that's a no, you didn't.
Okay, so I wasn't paying attention to the chat because of the decal. Let's see. I may have to add that to the. Yes, you can. Kenny. It's on Game Body. Chris said maybe we can see Buck get hit in the head with a frying pan because my wife texted me. And then after I had that issue with the decal, Eric said Buck speaks Dwarven. Thought the Klingons invalidated. Been watching the CBS Enterprise. I want the Klingon death ship.
It's a weird one. It looks like it's made out of bones.
Really? That'd be cool.
Freaking wire broke off.
So what?
Freaking wire broke off on the resistor.
Oh.
Oh, you bastard.
So from Jalen,
Mm-hmm.
you hand twist the wires, right?
Yeah.
Here, let me go grab something from the other side of the room.
I want a wire wrapping tool.
So this tool here is one of the best things, $16 I've ever spent.
Yeah, the wire wrapping tool.
Yeah, I've had it on my videos before. It is really awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I think what I did is I was trimming it off the part of the resistor, and got the wire itself.
Yeah, I've done that before. And the wire wrap doesn't matter how good the wire wrap is at that point.
Right. All right, back at it. Fire up the soldering iron. I hate doing things over and over. Seems like something always. It ain't modeling unless something's going wrong.
There are two things that have to happen when you're modeling. One, something has to fuck up and just piss you off.
Yeah.
Two, sometimes more importantly, you have to cut something on your body.
Yeah.
It's not modeling if you're not bleeding.
Right. But then that's the reason why. What the hell? Now my soldering iron isn't turning on. What the hell? Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Well, I still model more than I play video games nowadays because video games will make me throw the controller through the TV screen. So. I don't rage quite as much with the model.
Yeah, you shouldn't throw the controller at the screen anyway. I mean, it's funny. They would deny it. Just drop the X-Acto and have it stick in the top of your shoe.
Yeah. That was funny. Okay.
I don't. That's not good for me because I wear slippers, so it would stick in the top of my foot.
Yeah.
Instead. And that's why I got a scalpel because it cuts better. I'll bleed better. But
You can call yourself a doctor.
Yeah. It's funny because my grandson, and not so much my son anymore, he used to, but he's gotten out of that stage. My grandson sometimes will replace the batteries in his mouse because it couldn't have been him that fucked up and got killed. I always find that entertaining when the kids do that. I'm like, but you just changed them last week. The batteries are bad now. Okay. Sci-Fi Model Shop said forgot about the carpet monster eating a part.
Yeah, so I still have not found that little piece for my 1350 Shelf Queen Odyssey. I had to mold a new part.
That's modeling, to be honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chris said he's had
Well, luckily,
more than one X-Acto sticking out of his boot. I think he means at a time too.
Jesus.
Yeah, he dropped one, it stuck in his boot. He grabbed another one, stuck in another one.
Yep.
He ran out.
I'm out of knives. I got to pull these out of my boot now.
New definition of a boot knife.
Top is killing the rating today, Kenny says.
What PG rating?
Yeah.
I don't think I've dropped any F-bombs, though.
No. I almost did.
The one time that I almost dropped an F-bomb, I spoke Dwarven instead.
All right.
Some of this plastic strips so damn easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying you have naked plastic on screen?
Yeah, right. I got lots of windows.
Every time you say that, I think Microsoft. And I'm like, don't do Windows. Windows are bad.
I do Windows almost every day.
That's true, you do, don't you?
Yep.
Where is it?
I think it's kind of funny because in my old job, because it was a combatant command, we bought a lot of Microsoft's crap in the last year, and I'm like, I sit there and think to myself, I hope nobody hates me for this because I funded that shit.
Anyone else's pets drink their paintbrush water?
No, but the Apollo drinks out of the toilet when he gets the opportunity.
No, never had a pet do that.
Oh, apparently I did drop a few F-bombs today. Kenny said.
Hmm.
I have no idea how to add an emoji to my stream. They said I should add Kenny's goofy emoji.
What? Can't open the developer shell.
I'm guessing that the emojis, the custom emojis, are probably part of Streamlabs.
Yeah. That they are.
Have to have memberships to do it. I'll have to figure that out too. And Sci-Fi Model Shop said he's barefoot all the time. So Kenny, with the memberships, they emailed you when you were able to do that, right?
Oh, that's dripping.
Of course, if I start doing memberships, then I got to figure out what's your reward.
Yeah. Kick in the head.
Enjoyable time with you on a live stream.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, wait. Chris says we need it to torment Eric. I mean, make Eric feel welcome. Well, okay. Let's make Eric feel welcome. There you go. Eric should feel more not welcome enough yet. Okay, Eric. There you go. More. Does that make you feel more welcome? So Kenny said you have to have 1,000 members and they have to be a part of the or 1,000 subs and have to be a part of the partner program. Eric said boo hiss. There you go, Eric. This one too. Goofy is your friend, Eric. Have to be careful with this one because this one's ceramic.
Should do a custom paint Goofy. Maybe give him like an HLI t-shirt.
What I need to do, and that wouldn't be too hard to do, is I need to do a Goofy, print a Goofy decal, put it on one of the corners. That would be entertaining. What would be really cool is to figure out how to get onto Eric's channel and put Goofy on there.
Yeah.
There you go.
I swear they hacked my identity. Bastards.
Oh, you mean like a watermark for your YouTube?
Oh, that would be funny.
Yeah. Buckman's Goofy modeling corner. Or then Disney will come send you a cease and desist.
Yeah, they will, actually. So GB said funniest thing he's seen around a mate's house a few years ago. He put his beer down to get some food, and while they were gone, his dog drank his beer. And when we got back from the takeaway, his dog was asleep. I do believe somebody broke into this house, and all they did was drink my beer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is cool. That is cool, Eric. Or not Eric, Dan. I need to email that to my daughter-in-law because she does video or she does graphic arts. GB went further and said when his dog got up for his food, the dog was walking very funny and couldn't stop laughing. I would be entertained by a dog laughing.
Yeah. I don't think that's what he meant.
I know it's not what he meant, but that's what he said.
Ow! Fuck.
Cool. We have bleeding and we have language.
Yeah, that was a one of those sharp ESD tweezers right into my palm.
Ow. Yeah. Head of Goofy on a C-3PO body. Or better yet, put a Goofy head on Jar Jar Binks.
Hmm.
That's gonna be redundant.
Yeah, I know it is.
Where'd it-
I didn't even see it that Sci-Fi Model Shop said C2PO body. Kenny just said Dirk's promotion to Fleet Admiral's Fred is ready to go. That is cool.
All right.
Jeez.
Okay, guys, it is 2:57. So if you let's see, yeah, this is live after all, and we're model makers. Yeah. So as I was going to say, if either of you want to say anything, I'm about to do the outro because we're at 3 hours, and that's what we do this stream at.
Anything.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
I hate Windows.
And he's talking the ones on the ship and the one from Microsoft.
That's right.
So appreciate you guys stopping by. We had a lot of fun. We do this every Sunday, usually around Central Standard Time. Sometimes we don't, but almost every Sunday we, 2, 3, 4. Usually that's most we get. Sometimes we get more, but we get on the Discord and I stream it to YouTube. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Like and subscribe if you like this content. And don't forget to stop by Hobby Link International. I believe there's a link in the description. Great place to meet a bunch of modelers. Great place to get together and with other modelers and maybe ask questions if you have any. So we will see you next Sunday. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great tomorrow.